Hello. Welcome. This is an extension to the 2025 Bingo Vision Board we did earlier this month. I believe we did it the first week of January. And this is a little bit of an extension on how this is working so far for me, incentivizing myself with the use of the free space, how I'm going to use it, and how I'm going to make these bingo wishes work for me using goal planning, date setting, little props like these cards. So here's what I have thought of to help me with these, because truthfully for me, setting goals, New Year's resolutions, they have never, ever been my forte. They have never worked. So before we start talking about the bingo card here, I have a main theme written up at the top. And what that is, that was a result from my winter solstice ritual I did with some other ladies. And each of us wrote down 13 wishes that we would like to see happen for us for the new year. And those 13 wishes go into a jar or an envelope, and each day after the solstice day being the first day doing it, it was December 21st. And then each day after that for 13 days, we pull out a wish. And for the first 12 days, each day we burn that wish. We don't look at it. What you do is you burn the wish. Not looking at it, you don't know what's being burned. And that symbolizes the universe knows what you want, the intention is out there, and it will help you manifest it. On the 13th day, that was January the 1st or the 2nd, pull out our very last wish, and that is our 13th wish. That is the wish that we get, we actually look at, and we meet the universe halfway. We work with our intentions that entire year, and we actually actively work with that wish. So my 13th wish was share my art to the world. It was a little bit of a surprise to me because I had other wishes put in there that I thought, oh, you know, it's more me, it's more whatever. And for some reason, the universe picked that one. So here I am. So incentivizing this 2025 bingo card, we're working with the free space. On the first video we did making the bingo card, I also showed this book that I bought, and each book has a day of the week. You write down what you've done, what you plan on doing, and then on top of that, since that video, I have made 23 cards. There are 23 wishes on this bingo card. The 24th space is the free space, which I will touch on shortly. But I have written on each card the bingo space, so B2. Make some funky light up bottle sculptures to sell. And that, I put an asterisk on it because that coincides a little bit with my make your art and share to the world. So share your creativity, or share my creativity, share my art to the world. And that's what I'm focusing on this year. There are other goals as well in here, like organizing my basement, painting my front porch and my front door and my garage door, a 30-day exercise challenge, you know, like the healthy meal plan, that kind of stuff. But there are the cards that are a little bit more special, and they are the art cards. So I've added a little star and a little reminder here. This is my 13th wish. And declutter something in the house, some room, my art room, my spare room, anything, my living room, anything like that. So every time I do that, I put a tick mark. And one goal I would like to talk about that I have is the silent retreat. One of my spaces was to do a DIY silent retreat, as I know I'm not, after some research, I wasn't ready for the full 100% traditional silent retreat where it's like minimal eating, working through the pain, meditating all day, absolutely no contact with the outside world, you know, things like that. So I know myself right now, and I wasn't ready quite for that yet. So I looked online and found some ideas for some DIY silent retreats working on sliding scales. I will do a video later on sometime regarding that. I think it's a really interesting idea, and you can do it almost any time. But working on that, every time I work on something, I write it in the page the day I work on it. And this here's a little pullout of my planning for that silent retreat. So I can go back to it, and when I go back to planning that and making my own schedule for it, I can go back to that. It'll make it easier for me. And other ones that I plan on doing in the summertime, like seeing the sun rise for 1 week straight. Say I want to do that in June. So I will open up June 1st, and I will put that card in that and close that up. Because then that will give me a little bit of space each month on what I want to work on, because some of these are seasonal, some of these are monthly, and some of these are one time a month. So regarding that, I'm going to tell you about the incentivizing that free space, making it a little bit more fun for me, and I wasn't sure what to do with that free space at the end. A couple of days ago, I had a restless night, couldn't get some sleep, and of course this popped in, probably about 2 or 3 in the morning, that kind of thing, when you get the ideas. And I thought, why not put a monetary value on these goals that are on the bingo card? So one of them, I-10, go out in nature more, and try to go out in nature for a good walk or something 1 time a month. Each time I do that, I tick it off. That 1 month, I went out for at least one, put $2 in my jar. The big ones that I will have, like the one time, the exercise one, yeah, the exercise for 30 days straight. For that one there, that is once every day for 30 days. And since that one is a big one for me, I put $5 or $10. I can't remember what I put. But at the end of the day, each one of these has some kind of a monetary value, whether it's 25 cents per time I do it per day, like my meal plan. If I have a healthy meal that day, then 25 cents goes in my jar. If I plan the actual menu for the entire week and stick to it for me and hubby, then I will put something like $2 in that jar, that kind of thing. So all in all, when I calculated all of these squares, the potential to go in this jar at the end of the year is about $250. So that can be used for my free space to reward myself at the end of the year. So if I fill up this bingo card before the end of the year, I can use my free space. I don't have to wait till the end of the year if my bingo card is filled up. And that would be really ambitious of me. I don't think I'm going to do that. Not before 12 months. That's, you know. But at the end of the year, whatever goals I have filled, what is in my jar, I can book something special for me. So I'm thinking maybe a spa day or something like that. Something to reward myself for a year well done, a job well done, being kind to myself. And I have also sworn to myself that I am going to be gentle with myself if I do not finish all of these goals, or some of them ended up being tossed by the wayside, you know. That's life. It happens. But I know I have tools to work with. I can look forward to the end of this year or the end of the bingo card and treat myself to what is in this jar. And I am going to decorate this jar, fill it with my intentions, put a little piece of paper around that jar so I don't see what's inside, and little words of encouragement written all around it, pretty colors, that kind of thing, to make it look like that it is something that I really want to work on and something that really incentivizes me for that free space. So thank you so much for joining me in this bingo. You can do this anytime. You can do this once a month for yourself instead of the entire year. You can do this if you have a particular goal that you want to achieve and all the steps that you need to fill in this goal, then you can be on your bingo card. But this is for 1 year, and dream big. Dream big. You can do it. I have faith in you. I have faith in me. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I am going to do that for myself. And thank you so much for joining me. And we will see you in the next video. Much love.